Are you like, hello?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome once again to the University Through Our Eyes webinar series. And on this wonderful session, we are going straight into the topic academic environment. And it has a subtopic building and sustaining new relationships. Of course, we know that the university is a place to make new friends, meet new people, and have new experiences. There are a lot you have to learn, and you will be learning on the university platform and all of that. So, of course, we can't just come into the university space like we have been sharing without knowing exactly how to navigate through the university environment. And we are going to be speaking to these experiences, of course, by sharing our own stories and also speaking to how we can maximize the opportunities we get even as students in the university. So, with me here is Dr. Boluwatife Olatoye. Welcome, ma. So good to
Thank,
have you on our webinar series today. And
thank
we
you.
are sure that we are going to get a lot of insights on how to navigate through the university environment. Welcome once again, ma.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here. Thank
Yeah, welcome, ma. So right now, I'll just send in the link because I want everyone to actually watch this. Everybody on our platforms to watch this, to see this, and to learn from it because these experiences are you can't just get them in you can't just get these experiences in a day. It must take you a few months or years to get these experiences we are going to be talking about. So it's our pleasure once again to share our experiences, our stories, and hope that you learn from them because we learnt from them. So yeah, navigating through the academic space provides an invaluable opportunity to cultivate and sustain new relationships that can greatly impact one's personal and professional journey. If
you.
you would want to leave a mark, not just in your own life, but in the lives of many other people, and even in your profession, in your chosen career, you must know how to cultivate and sustain new relationships because it will definitely count. And effective communication skills are essential as the university setting offers a conducive platform to establish enduring connections. And that's why we are even doing this webinar because we don't want you to make friends and lose them. We want you to know the kind of friends you are going to make first, know the kind of people you are going to speak to first, and know how to speak to them, know how to approach these people, and also to sustain these connections that you are going to make. So let's have an introduction from our guest. Mami, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, thank you so much. Such a pleasure to be here. And
Thank
thank you for organizing this because I wish there was something like this before I entered university. Yes, so there was
you.
freshers stuff, but that was when I was entering the university, right? So it wasn't like it was preparatory to an extent, but it was not like something that gave us at the time a glimpse to how the university looked like. And we kept searching Google, kept searching all around, what are we going to do in school? But it was just general knowledge that was online. So this is more specific. And so thank you for organizing this. Thank you for hosting this series. Okay, so I should introduce myself. My name is Boluwatife Olatoye, as she said earlier. and I'm a veterinarian by profession, a vet doctor. I graduated from the University of Ibadan in 2021. 2021. Did my induction last year. That's 2022. Yeah, so that's it basically about the academic space. I'm also passionate about leadership, change, transformation, and so many other things that you might get to know during the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. Okay, so I want to just ask because when you mentioned that now, I'm just thinking about it. It's true. When you search online for some tips on how to navigate the university environment, some of the things you get, they are so general that you are
Mhm.
like, how do I even how do I
Specify.
even yes, like how do I specify it to my own environment? Because
Mhm.
of course, the information online are like they are specific to some certain environments, but we are in a different place entirely, in a different country, nation entirely, because sometimes all those things are like world class, world class, or generally they just give tips generally, and there's really nothing specific. So I would like you to speak to people who really do not have that specificity on what to do, like when they are getting into the university, the steps to take, how to even position themselves to even form a new relationships, actually, not a like new relationships, because it's not just going to be one person. And then so people don't find themselves in that place where they have to stay alone for a long time before they open up themselves to the environment.
Okay, thank you so much for that. That's interesting. Okay, how people should find specificity in the university and also be open to new relationships because it's very important. You cannot underestimate that aspect of life. Plus, I remember they used to say something that the friends you make in university are most likely the friends you have in 20, 30, 40 years time. And it's true to an extent. Yes, it's true. To a large extent, sir. So now let me come from the angle of being a fresh university student going into the university. And for our client, maybe like Nigeria, I know that, and I know that some other countries do such a thing, but I know that there are some passionate alumni or passionate students of your school, whatever school you might be going to, that might have created a platform, either a Slack platform, a what's it called, Google group platform. That's for people abroad. I know they use that a lot. But in our own part of the world, we have two major platforms we use: WhatsApp groups and Telegram.
Mhm.
So there are some amazing senior friends, there's some amazing what's it called, amazing students in your department, in your faculty, who would have created a group for you to meet one on one and all. By all means, you have to find that connection because that's where it all starts from. And I'm even advising that you start finding it before you even get into the school, right from when you have gotten admission. Some people even get to um into such platform even while they are still writing their exams to enter into the university, right? So if you can find that kind of platform, it's very essential, very important. And if you don't have the opportunity wherever you are, make sure, one thing I will say is make sure you resume school, university, anywhere you're going to, make sure you resume early because it is very important. That's why you're going to first, it gives you confidence, it give you confidence to relate to people. When you resume when every other person is resuming, when you get into school when every other person is getting into school, you're not coming like maybe 3 weeks after or when classes have started because you start feeling lost at that point. So it's very important that you come in, resume school early. This will help you to start mixing up with people, because you start asking, what are we doing next? What it is? What process is next? What am I registering for next? What should I take on next? All those things help you to start building relationship, because you have to ask people. And fortunately, you might meet people you are in the same faculty, department, even if you are not. In fact, that's why the university is a very big opportunity, a very good place to form relationship, because you meet people that, for example, when I was in my first year in the university for sciences, we were all joined together, and that was really interesting, because you could have a friend from mechanical engineering and you are studying maybe agri agricultural economics, that kind of thing. Now, like, your friend might be a department like that, it does not even relate to your department, but because we had to take general courses, we had to
mm,
just mix with the people we're coming together with, or the people we constantly sat near, or the people that we knew that could help us with their notes, something like that. It is very important that you, first of all, my first point is resume school early. Apart from the joining of platforms and all, if you don't have that opportunity, resume school early. It gives you a leverage, it gives you confidence. Like, you are able to mingle with people, you're able to meet with them, ask questions. In fact, you're able to secure a constant seat you might be sitting in. We know it's not secondary school, but there's a way that that thing works, right? Because some people will know you in that space and want to relate with you. Maybe even there are some people that have already secured that seat, like people like us that like sitting in the front. There are some people that also love sitting in the front, and from there you're actually building connections little by little, little by little. And trust me, this will help you, not even just in the now, but later on in life. Yes, that's important. But also now, even now, it is very important, because you need to understand your courses. You need to
mm,
understand what you are being taught. You need to have
mm,
access to materials or whatever is given to you in class. You need to do registrations, do a whole lot of things. And you can't do you can do it alone, oh, but it might stay long. It might
mm,
take a whole lot of time. If you are in this Nigeria, let me just tell you the truth. It might take a long time if you are doing all these things alone. This is not secondary school again, where you can start thinking like, okay, I'm going to do this by myself. There's nobody. I'm not going to talk to people about it. How we used to do in secondary school that time, right? But it doesn't work out in university. You need help. You need to ask people questions. You need to meet people. So that's why, one reason why building relationships in the university is very important. My second point would be from the point of view of maybe joining an organization, be it religious organization or a, what will I call it? An extracurricular activity organization, or one that will even help your academics, right? These organizations actually boost your network in robust ways, because you're going to have access to people that have gone ahead in the university. Obviously, the president of an organization cannot be a fresher that does not even know what the organization is about or something. And I'm not saying that that should be your first. Okay, like departments, faculties have association, have president, they have organization. For something like my faculty now, my faculty had an academic um group. In the political structure of the faculty, there was the academic group where there was mentorship for younger um younger sorry junior students. There was mentorship for junior students, so it was very easy for junior students to have access to senior students, to pass questions, materials. It was very easy. I remember when they formed that, when they created that structure in my faculty, it made a lot of sense, because tutorials were easy. They were easy to do. You could easily walk up to a senior, because they had built a relationship for between seniors and juniors. They had what's it called? They had created mentors. So like
Mm.
probably 300 level mentors. They pick like five students from 400 level, right? To mentor
Mm.
300 level students. So whenever you feel like you need to ask questions or something, you just walk up to the 400 level student and you ask the question. So I'm just using that as example of organizations, structures where you can engage yourself and know that yes, I want to build a good relationship while I'm on campus. And so I think with this viewpoint of mine, I hope I was able to answer that question. Thank you.
Yes, you did. You did. You did. And one thing that Dr. Bolu is actually saying is every opportunity you get to mingle, yeah, and network, take it and use it well. I think that's one thing that I took from everything she said is take the opportunity you have or you will be given to network. Don't see any opportunity as lightly. Even sitting close to someone in class is a very huge opportunity for you to network with the person. It is a very good opportunity for you to even speak to this person, know how you and the person connect, and how you can also improve your communication skills even by speaking to the person, because sometimes we are shy, we are into our shells, and we don't even know how to break free. But taking up that opportunity to speak to anybody who comes so close to you is even a way to break free from that shell of being shy, being into yourself so much that you are so self absorbed and you are not seeing anything aside yourself. So it's a good way to start by speaking to people, walking up to people, having conversations. And don't be scared to have conversations. Don't be scared to have conversations, because you will never go wrong when you put it to work. Like when you exercise it
Mhm.
over time, you get to build yourself in having conversations, communicating appropriately. And that's just so profound. Thank you so much,
Sorry, can
Dr.
I
Bo.
jump in right here? Can I jump in? I just
Yes, yes,
thought
you
about
can.
something while you were speaking.
Yes,
Like it
you
was
can.
what you were saying that just inspired what I thought about. Amazingly, the people you are entering university with, all of you are freshers. It's not like
Yes.
anyone has done it before. I want to show you, like, no, I'm the boss here. So why can't you just walk up to someone and just ask them questions? Why can't you just engage someone? Why can't you just there is no
Mm.
segregation, except you are the one that put that limiting barrier on yourself. But there is
Mm.
no segregation in the university. In fact, there's no senior, there's no junior. The person might just be higher than you in class. Apparently, you might be older than the person in age.
Mm.
That's the interesting thing about the university. It's not a place of competition. It's a place where you come to learn and earn your degree. So feel free.
Yes. Yes, and one thing I love about the university environment is that the competition you have is yourself. It's your grades that will keep going up or the other way. It's your grades. You don't Most times you don't really see, and even when they release results and you can see everybody's results, you really not bother and care about any other person's own, because you are working on your own to see it improve. So most times you see your own and you're like, I need to put in more work here. Okay, let me get my transcript and improve my grades. So you're not really bothered. But in secondary school, my God, you are checking everybody's test score, knowing who is passing you and who is not passing you. But in university, everyone just wants to get to the end of that goal, and which is to finish the degree and to finish it well and to have a very good grade. So the only competition you really have is yourself. And even in life, the only competition you have is yourself. I can see people joining in on this live, and I just want to say, if you are joining in, please drop a comment for us. We would like to read your comments. We like to see that you are on this call with us. So please drop your comments, and of course, do like this video anytime you get to watch it next time, and subscribe to the channel. So we'll go to the next question, which is for you to just give us an example of a specific time that effective communication has helped you, has made you progress from one level to another. Just one, just one.
Okay, so I don't know. There are quite a number of times, right? But I remember one in specific. There was a time, although I was already in 500 level, and there was this course that everyone in my class had issues with. Apparently, it was like two guys knew what the course was about or something. So they wanted to take tutorials with us, and it was like we're sure trying to please now, guys, we need your help and all. Although it's not like they are resisting though, but all of us we are all going to write the exams together now. So
Mhm.
I think I just went out of my way to just go and meet one of the guys and just got a gift for him and said, please. I just got really, I don't even know why I did that. Like seriously, I still remember because there was a university supermarket behind my class. So I just went there and got a few things and went to give him and I'm like, okay, please, we need your help for this course. We know that you are very good at it and please when we and the guy was shocked. He was shocked and he just took out time. In fact, we had night classes.
Mm,
That's how far communicating can go
mm,
in this university thing because a friend was telling me yesterday, yes, exactly yesterday, how that she needed to get a solution to a course and there was no textbook because the course was combined, like all these combined courses that maybe they pick from this side and pick from this side and just join it together to become a whole course. So there's no specific textbook for that kind of course, right? Like they
mm,
combine different courses together to form one. So instead of them were looking for the solutions to one, apparently it's like a math course, something like that. They were looking for the solutions to one of the questions, and there was a guy in their class that knew it because this guy had done research and seen how it works and all. And she said that this guy, she begged him and begged him and begged him. He didn't answer. That's another funny thing about the university. Like you will meet funny people. Let me just tell you
yes.
the truth. You're going to meet interesting people from all walks of life. So she begged this guy and begged him to show her where did you get it. He just kept on giving excuses. I had to study a lot to get the answers. I had to go this. I had to go that, and it's not even on the graduate level. So he apparently didn't even show her the way. So that left. But she thought about it and said, okay, who else can I speak to in my class that might have done something like this and this? And she said she spoke to two people. The first person said, I myself, I don't know this course and I'm still trying to find my way around it. But I know this person in our class that might know it. So
Mm,
she got the contact of that person that he suggested and reached out to that person. Apparently, the second person she reached out to also, like they were doing it in connection, like the new person and the second person, they were the
mm,
ones doing the research together, something like that. You get so it was just like she now meeting the answers she needed just because she
mm,
could really, assuming she limited herself and said, it's only this guy that they said knows it in class. I'm not going to ask any other person. And this guy has disappointed me. It means I will not do the course or I will not pass the course. How would she have written her exams?
mm,
So it's of essence and very important to be able to communicate effectively to people rather in the university. Like you cannot do it on alone. Trust me, I'm not even trying to say that you have to like force yourself on people, but this is a way that funny how in the university you all drag yourselves to class together, especially if you're in the university um hostel or something. So that's even a very interesting way to start networking because you will meet someone in your faculty or in your class or something, even if you're in a private hostel, you're going to meet someone, we are going to class, let's go together, that kind of thing. You start building relationship, you start communicating, you start asking the person, can I come over to your room and we explain this course to each other? You get, so it is, see, this topic cannot even be overemphasized. It's very important. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As you were talking, I just remembered some of the friends I made while going to class in the morning. Like just wow, you're wearing
Exactly.
white and
Yeah.
black. Oh, I'm wearing white and black. Wow. And we all start going together, and
Hmm.
from there friendship starts. Yeah, so I would like to ask this question because I am really like getting into this gist. Even though we are out of the university environment, but I'm
As
very
in,
sure that those listening to this will take these words to heart and work on them.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
the next question I have for you, Ma, is how have you leveraged, like in the past? Yeah, of course, because we know you're a doctor now. How have you leveraged the diverse university environment to establish relationships that contributed to your personal or academic growth? Now, why I'm even asking this is because when you come into, you said we'll meet a lot of people, like very
Hmm.
funny people that will touch you in beautiful ways. But like, how have you leveraged it? Even while meeting people that are wonderful, people that are amazing, amazing. So, like, how do you leverage it?
Okay. One thing I think I have learned over time is to first of all look for the good in people, because honestly, people are interesting. Even me myself, I'm an interesting person. So don't let me start judging people. Because all of
Mm,
us, we are not perfect. That's what I'm trying to say. But once you look for the good in someone, in fact, I specifically, I think I do it intentionally, because I know some people that people don't like, and I can relate to them. I had an example like that while I was in school. My sister and I were in school together. My sister did not like this person. But me, I used to just with the person. So I just, whenever I want to just the person, I just know that point that this person likes the most. Eh? I will just hijack, I will just start speaking from that point of view. I'll start engaging this person from that point and start saying, yes, okay, I think that the person likes talking about finance. So I will ask, how what do you think? How do you think a university student can save? What do you think this person can do to get money? What do you think? So I look for the good in them, and that thing that is the best, that they love the most, and that's where I engage you from. Because if you everyone likes that you elevate them, everyone likes
mm,
that you celebrate them. So it is good that you don't look at that bad part. Apparently this
mm.
person, why my sister didn't even like the person, because this person can whine you like if you are university of Ibadan student, you understand. Like
Oh my.
people people can whine in the university of Ibadan, but this person's own, huh, oh Lord, you just get frustrated. But I just felt like, okay, beyond the whining and everything, let me just speak this part, because I know that when I speak about this part to this person, the person will take it serious. Like it's like he just entered his professionalism. So that's the first point of view I want you to approach it from. Look for the good, look for the best part, the best thing these people carry, because everyone carries inside of them virtue that can impact your life. And if the person is otherwise, like the person is intentionally not expressing the virtue inside of him, you don't have to break a relationship in a way that it will force. You be the bigger person and respectfully take your leave, because you know that this one, cannot impact my life, and I can't even follow this person till the end in this school. There are relationships that we stepped out of. There was a friend that I met in 100 level in the general course, this thing I was speaking about. And this person, I even thought he understood physics. That was why I was afraid. Until I became closer and I thought, no, no, no way, no way. He didn't even understand the physics, not talk of him explaining to me. And he just, his own was just to gist, talk about people. How did you see this person? Ah, I didn't even notice at first. It was until my roommate started telling me I'm always mentioning this person's name whenever I come back from class. That was when I started thinking that, wait, what have I even been learning? Why did I move close to this person? It was because I wanted to learn physics. Am I learning the
Hmm.
physics? Apparently, that thought and decision made me closer to the people in my own department, because I didn't know the people in my department that were doing physics. They were just few. So I felt like, let me work with other people from other departments, other courses that are studying physics and learn from them. But mm-mm, this guy was not it. So I just stepped behind, then started engaging my own course mates. So we have interesting people. See, I you will meet them. You meet them even if you are not friends with them. You will hear about them. So, but you really need to open your eyes, like open your eyes. Be intentional when you are working close to somebody, because you have the opportunity to just meet someone. Maybe you went to the cyber cafe today, you met the person, tomorrow you met the person, next you're already friends. You're
Hmm.
already friends that way, like one way. But what is this person contributing to me? What can I learn from this person? If you see that you are trying to look for the good in that person and you are not seeing it, you have to take your leave. But really, look for the good in people, deliberately and intentionally elevate them, and work together in ways that can be mutually beneficial.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much for that response. I gained that you should look for the good in people, and you're not just doing this because you want to, just because you want to, but it's a very key way to navigate through life, because you will see a lot of people that you're like, does this person have anything good? I just want to
To
know. This
offer.
person have anything good. But you need to have that extra eyes to
Mm-hmm.
see that this person is more than what I'm even seeing. So when you see that people are more than they are even giving, you can even see the person from who the person is, like who the person is supposed to be. Just see something beautiful about the person and work with them based on your knowledge of who they truly are. Who they truly are, they are beautifully in their own way. And
Yeah.
relate to them on that basis, on that level of is it wonderful nature or the wonderful nature that they are trying to exhibit. I don't want to say anything bad. As I say wonderful,
I
amazing, beautiful,
understand.
because
You're just
I don't
trying
want to
to
go
make
there.
it coded. I hope everyone really gets our point
Yeah,
of
what
view.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah. We are just trying to say everybody is actually amazing and wonderful. It depends on the perspective you are seeing them from. So see them from the perspective that would show you how good they are, and how you can relate with them on that basis.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the next question for you, Ma. And I'd like to see our questions in the comment section. I can see a few comments here. I've displayed some on our screen, and I would just love to see more. So if you have any question, drop it, and we will take the next question now. So Ma, I would like you to share, because this particular part of this video now, I started with the academic environment and you know, navigating through the academic environment. But I really want to speak on volunteering, because volunteering is something that most people don't get to know about until they are done with school. And I know
Mm,
how much people learn from volunteering with organizations, putting in for opportunities and not even looking down on themselves. Because I think that's where it starts from. Sometimes opportunities come to people, but they don't feel up to the task to take them. So, Ma, I would like you to speak on volunteering. Okay, the question goes thus. It says, in what ways have you engaged in volunteering or other student exclusive programs to cultivate connections and gain mentorship? So, I would just like you to speak around volunteering and how it has helped you to gain connections and to even gain meaningful relationships. Yes, ma'am. And mentorship too.
okay, I
Mentorship.
think um it's relating directly or indirectly to where I started from when I was speaking about how you can get into new relationships by joining an organization, something like that. To be honest, it's a very like volunteering is one of the cheapest way to gaining access to relationships or mentorship because it does not classify you. And this is what I mean. It does not put you in a class. Everyone from different levels in different courses, different faculties, different departments can volunteer in an organization at the same time. It's that easy. It doesn't say, okay, oh, because you are in 400 level and you are in 500 level, you are in 200 level. The 200 level um member of this organization is in level 2 of this organization. The 400 level member of this organization is in level 4. Interest, like, it's just that easy. So it's a very easy way to gain access to senior colleagues, senior friends, mentors. Maybe the organization is one that is controlled by people older than you, people from other departments, or people that are even outside school. So it's an opportunity to gain access to mentorship. And let me just particularly just state one example. When I was in, was it 300 level, I volunteered in an organization where I later became the campus president of the organization. And the access and opportunity this organization has given me is one that I don't even think I got from my faculty or from my department, and it's still very relevant to me today. I have mentors there. I have people that are senior friends who I can easily walk to and say that, oh yes, I need your help on this. We need to. I want to do this. Please, how will you support me? And I get that support and help at different points in time. So it's just it's just something that you can leverage upon. And like people used to say, when you come into the university, it might not be the first thing you want to do. It might not be the first because you also come with weight of responsibilities and activities. So you might want to study the university environment and understand, okay, what are my course load? What am I supposed to do this semester? What am I not going to do this semester? And understand the university environment academically first. Then you move ahead to now navigating it in cultivating relationships that will last your lifetime, and also learning skills that will help you. And this can easily be done through volunteering. And in fact, you are going to grow your leadership capacity and experience shifts in your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. So we have a question actually on oh, we have a question from the comment section, but I hope we are really getting this thing. I hope we are getting what she's saying. Because one thing that has really helped a number of us is volunteering. Volunteering helps you volunteering helps you not just to not just to improve yourself, but it also helps you to see the world better. Like you see the world the way it is. And volunteering is a covering, I would say, because you are not the one who would bear the cost of whatever error or mistake you make. It's someone else who would bear the cost. So you are just learning, making your own mistakes, trying to get better at whatever you have been called to do in the organization, in the initiative. And as you are doing it, they are correcting you, but the beautiful thing, like I said, you are not totally bearing the full cost of whatever you are doing, so that's why you have to be careful anyways. But I'm just saying, that's where you get to learn to do a lot of things, make your mistakes, learn from them, and continue. So thank you so much, Ma, for that answer. I would like to take a question from the audience from Favor. Favor, welcome and thank you for sending this question. We'll take it now. So it's on the screen. She says, my question is, how do we keep these relationships without losing them, even as our network keeps getting wider? So, Ma, I'd like you to answer this.
Okay, so keeping relationships might really come in interesting ways. To be sincere, I cannot even not let you know that, because emotions can be attached, and not emotions in the romantic way. I'm not saying that, but because people can now um develop loggerheads in relationships, and so maybe you're emotionally hurt or something, or it you might even be thinking about it futuristically. What if this person was, or something like that? Why I wanted to start on that note is that why I started rather on that note is that you have to actually be intentional about relationships and not emotional about them. You have to be intentional about your relationships and not emotional about them, because if you ride on the winds of your emotion, you will just keep losing different relationships. So let's start from when your network start getting bigger. That's why I said on that note, intentionality will save the day when your network starts getting bigger. Because you cannot say that your network will not expand because of your former friends. No, you have to increase the network. You have to meet new people. You have to, because you don't know who. In fact, I remember I was speaking with someone that was in another faculty, and he was saying that, me, I want to have friends in different faculties. I want to have a friend in medicine, one in law, one in one in engineering, so that when I have a problem to fix in law, I'll easily reach out to this friend that I'm very close to in law, and reach out to this person for any medical advice. And reach out when I heard that statement, I was really like, wow, I've never seen this kind of perspective before, to be sincere. But really, your network will keep getting bigger. It will keep increasing. Um it will keep getting widened, and you cannot now lose the previous relationship because of the new ones that you are still building. It took so much effort to build those previous ones, right? It didn't just land on your laps. So you have to actually be intentional. I've seen someone that says that she has a calendar of once a month to call everybody on her contact list, all her friends. That one is not a university setting, so I'm not using it to dictate to you. But when I saw that, I saw intentionality. That was what I saw, and that's where I'm just wrapping it all at. Intentionality is one thing that is key. I remember visiting someone in a hostel, and that was the only time I visited her. till today, I don't think she can forget that visit because she was not feeling fine. There was no one in school to go and see her, and our hostels were far apart. If you're in UI, you know Awo and Idia, Awo and Queen's Hall. I went from Queen's Hall to Awo that day, and she felt really like celebrated. Wow, you came to see me. I just told you that I was okay. I just said I just had to squeeze out this time to come and see you. I said nobody came to see her during that period. So she's never forgotten that instance. Like she used to tell me, even me sef, I'm like, hey, yes, I just came to say hello now. And since that time, I never went to her hostel to this thing. Say I never went to greet her or do any other thing in her hostel, no. But that season, I was able to sow that seed that made this lasting impact in our heart. So there's the part of being intentional about your relationships, about if you remember someone as immediate as you can, check up on them, check up on them. Don't let it linger and after saying, oh my god, or it's now cause strain in your relationship and you start employing emotions of anger, bitterness. It's not necessary to be honest, because your books are still there, face, looking at you in the face. So employ all the energy you want to employ into that aspect and just be intentional about relationships and maintain them. Thank you. I hope that answered your question, Favor.
That was so profound. Be intentional and not emotional. That's what Favor says, and we are sure she's going to give us a feedback on that if that question answer served the purpose. So we're going to go to. We have just two questions remaining, and we are done for this session. Oh, it has been such a wonderful time of learning. I think I've said wonderful over 10 times on this video. I'll probably count after after the video. But it has been such a wonderful session. So the second to the last question we have here is, okay, this is more of experience. Have you ever encountered a challenge or miscommunication when trying to build a connection? How did you navigate or overcome it? So I like to even say something. There are sometimes that you gotta meet some people and they will make you feel like, I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. I should have just stayed in my place. So, have you ever had that experience, and
I have
how did you navigate through it?
I had that experience. I remember one I remember one specifically because that one has never left my mind. So there was this medical student that time she used to put out a lot of things on social media like to engage you, encourage you, um, make you just push through as a student. I know. And I used to follow her on social media. But because medical school is far from our own where we are.
Mm.
So the day she came into school, I saw her. We're both in front of Cedar Hall. I was just walking in, she was standing in front, and I was almost like starstruck, like the person I've been seeing online. Wow. So she can not starstruck in the sense of maybe like fame or that, but like I was just surprised, like, wow. And like whenever I make a comment and I'm like, thank you, she reply, she'll say, like she just engages me online. So I saw her that day. And let's just say her name is Elizabeth, right? I saw her there and I was like, wow, Elizabeth, finally, finally, I'm getting to see you. And she was like, sorry, who are you?
Oh my, oh my.
And I was just trying
From
to
like
say,
100 to 0.
I was just trying to say, I'm the one. This is my name. She was like, okay. That was miscommunication raised to power. I don't know, but that day I really felt like, wow. I just said, okay, hello. I just wanted to say I just walked into the place I was going, and just were like, okay, that's the. I didn't feel. I felt bad. I felt bad there, but I didn't now stop like doing the normal things I was doing before. So you're going to have might not be like my own experience, but for me not to forget that experience now, you know how it's really like out me at that time, like wow. Someone that would post anatomy stuff or post something and I'll be like, wow, wow, this guy is making moves. I just saw and it was not so nice, but life continues.
Oh wow, my done.
Yes, I am. I'm done.
Oh my god. I was
Oh, I
like,
thought.
okay, this story should have like part two.
Oh, sorry, that was how it ended. Actually,
Wow. You didn't give her a piece of your mind. You didn't give her
I
a piece of
know,
your mind.
I know, I didn't have the energy.
Oh my god. I think one thing as a student you need to hold so dear is your self-worth. You must know how valuable you are. If you don't
Mhm,
know, you need to seek it out, how much value you have within you, because some experiences will almost make you feel like you're not worth it. And in our first
mhm,
session, we clarified how that the privilege to even be in the university is a wholesome experience. It's a wholesome privilege. It's full, it's total on its own. You have the privilege. Every other person also got the privilege. So you all are privileged. So nobody is disadvantaged in the
mhm.
university space. And even if there is something that is an obstacle to you, there are ways to always go through them.
Overcome.
Nothing can hinder you, nothing should
Mhm,
hinder you. There are ways to go through them. That's why we are having webinars like this, so that you would listen to people share their stories and you'd also know how to navigate through these experiences better, and not face some challenges and just stay there and stay still and not having anywhere to go to or anybody to run to. So you can always keep coming back to this video, watch it, subscribe to the channel so that you keep getting notifications of these interviews that we do with people who have gone through the university space, and they are sharing their experiences with us. Yes, this is the last question, and we call it a wonderful session. Yes. So our last
wonderful.
question is, looking back, is there anything you would have done differently in terms of building and sustaining relationships within the academic environment?
Yeah, to be honest, there are many things I would have done differently. I cannot even. I'm just being truthful. There are many things I would have done differently. One thing I could have done differently was to befriend more of my classmates before, um, like at the early stage of entering the university. So I would have done that, but it was later when we moved into our space that I became friends with my own classmates. I was not friends with people outside outside my faculty. So I could have done that. Then what again? What again? What again? Then I think I could have asked more questions from people, like more questions, because it's when you ask questions that people will tell you a whole lot of things, right? Like because they
Yeah.
cannot just come and start saying, "Ah, do you know I have knowledge on tech? Do you know I have knowledge on finance? Do you know I have knowledge on what again? Like many things. They cannot just come and start filling out what's inside of them if you don't ask them questions. So I think that's one thing I would have done a whole lot more. Asking questions, like just keep asking to gain knowledge. And yeah, maybe with some relationship I could have strengthened them more, strengthened some of my existing relationships at the time. Yeah. I think those are a few things I could have like put in more work into. So for you that you're just going in, be closer to you, be close. very close to your coursemate. Um, engage people more, ask them questions, um, like engage people more. Then what was the last point I said? Trying to remember.
Huh?
Okay, I was trying to remember the last point I said.
Oh, I think it had to do with
Ask
asking
questions, yes.
questions. Asking
Ask more
questions.
questions. Yes. So
Yeah,
ask more
you
questions.
said staying close to your classmates, right? Yes, okay. So asking questions is the last one.
Asking more questions. Yeah.
Yes, ma. Well done. Thank you so much. I'm so excited that you shared those points because we truly needed to hear that. And I know that every student on this call truly needed to hear that. So, as we wrap up, I'll just like to say or to put these few points into, or these things we've said into few points. So, the first is attend campus events, please attend campus events sometimes when your faculty has a personality lecture. There is
Mm-hmm.
something going on the campus, and I don't mean some events that you're not supposed
Negative
to be
things.
at because you are
Mm-hmm.
reading, but academic events that will make you more, or would grow your mind, that will make your mind expand. See people already working in your field, people who are making it, like we used to say, people who are making it. So go out, see people, and network. Speak to other people when you get to these places. Don't just stay and listen to everything you've heard and just live like that. Make sure you speak to someone else, and even as you are speaking to someone else, deliver value, say something valuable. Make sure that every conversation leads to value being delivered. So the next is to engage in group activities. Yes, so if you are in a group, please and please put in the best you can. Be valuable. Like I said, be very valuable. So when people see you in a group, they should be happy and excited that you are in that group to deliver value. The next is also to seek mentorship opportunities. We spoke about volunteering, we spoke about, just seeking senior friends who would help you develop the skills that you have inside of you, the potentials you have inside of you to succeed, to be great at what you have come into the university to study. The next is to initiate meaningful conversations, and this is where I would stop for tonight. Initiate meaningful conversations. Make sure that you are asking the right questions. See, because questions will definitely be answered. If you ask the right questions, you will get the right answers. I'm
Answer
really
that.
glad that we had this session. Dr. Bolu, do you have any last words for our audience?
My last words would be that you are your real self. Like you are authentic. You are authentic. Don't don't form anything. Don't try to be what you are not. And don't try to leverage on the freedom you have to do what you're not supposed to do. So be
Hmm.
true to yourself, to thyself, be true. Be true to yourself. Leverage opportunities correctly. Maximize every opportunity that comes to you that even looks true to you, like that looks like this one is something I can do. Like this is me. I can do it. To thyself, just be true. That's it. Like be true to yourself. Be authentic. Be real. Don't do what you're not supposed to do. Don't leverage on freedom in a bad way. Yeah, I think that will be my last word. Those words. Just wrap it all up together and just take it as my last word. Thank you so much. We can't hear you.
So to thyself, be true. Be true. Yeah, it has been a wonderful session. Thank you so much, Dr. Bolu, for joining us on this webinar
You're welcome.
session. It has been such an
You're welcome.
insightful, and we learned a lot. I can see a lot of things that we've learned in this comment section, and I shared some. Yeah, join us once again next week, same time. And yeah, thank you so much.
Next station.
We've come to the end of the
Bye.
webinar session, Academic Environment. Thank you, everybody.